may have in their lifetimes they put together. Here's your lane assignments: Basehor, Linwood, Andale, Piper, El Dorado, Scott Community, May South, Hayes, Towanda, Circle, Baldwin, Paola, Lewisburg, Eudora, Parsons. How quick was that? Kind of an auction speed.
I think you got it.
As he go through boys 4x800 meter relay, Class 4A.
And Scott City has gone 8:08, but he's got a lot of company. They have a lot of company. Like to see this be a good tight race. It could be, but we'll see. Scott City has to be thought of the favorite. Paola certainly can be in there as well. Circle has shown some propensity to be fast in this event, so we'll see where everything pans out here.
Jack Thomas for Scott Community is in the lead leg for this team, but we're in the early going. 4A, 4x800 meter relay. You're watching the very first lap. The sunshine in the morning has made way for clouds. There was a hint of rain, but the rain moved to the north of us, never got into Wichita. And what's been created here is a really ideal conditions. A little bit windier than you'd like it to be real honest, especially on the backstretch. But the cloud cover has made it cool, and that's important, right, Rod, sometimes?
It is. If you're a sprinter, you'd probably like it to be a little warmer, but if you're a distance runner, you love it. You like this nice, cool weather. You would just simply not like to have any kind of wind. One, it doesn't make any of your records stand up because it's a wind-aided event. If you're a distance runner, you just don't like running in it.
Paola's Matthew Wilson is in the lead at the moment. He's got the baton, but May South has charged into the lead here with about 150 meters to go. May South, is that May South or is that Clay Center? Let me check the names here. We're getting used to this. A new group on the track. And I saw the gold and bronze for a moment.
That is South, and that is Circle coming up on the outside to challenge.
All right, let's see who's
winning. And here comes Andale.
I'm trying to find out who's winning from May South. I'm quickly checking my program here in Class 4A. See if I can. That's Dane Wedge. Dane Wedge, the junior. And the first handoff's been made. Great times. It looks like 3 or 4 below 2 minutes. That's right at 2 minutes. As you see the rest of the field come through here, and we're in the second leg of the 4x800 meter relay, watching Class 4A. These are finals. Paola, this is Brandon Wilkes. Brandon Wilkes with the baton at the moment. Looks like Circle is in second at the moment. And that's Ryan Derry with the baton. There you see the coaching staff of May South leaning in there to provide a word of advice or two.
Here's Scott City and Circle, third and fourth right now, as Paola is back in front.
Brandon Wilkes trying to bring it home here. He's got another lap to go. This is lap 3 of 8. May South, Scott Community in third at the moment. First 5 teams in this 4x800 meter relay are close.
As Adrian Rulis of Scott City started to move up on the outside.
There he goes, Scott Community. And Adrian Rulis has taken the lead. Paola's going to fall back to third. It looks like May South has pushed themselves into second. Is on the back stretch into that wind. A lead change is made.
Now Scott Community is starting to fall back a little bit. This is where staying really smooth and trying to stay relaxed, and that's difficult. You say you got to go fast, but you got to stay relaxed, and that's kind of a difficult combination. But when you are at this part of this race, that's what you've got to do.
That's Britt Magnuson. He is a sophomore, and he is the lead. The Mavericks have the lead here in the 4x800 meter relay. And will take the lead at the handoff as it goes from Britt Magnuson. Looks like Ethan Kossover with the next baton in the third leg. Paola, Christopher Shell. And you see the rest of the field here get their baton in this 4x800 meter relay. And look at the distance all of a sudden. Man, what a leg is being run here by this May South bunch. Ethan Kossover. He's a senior. And he just took about a 15-meter lead and propelled it to about 40, and even more than that.
And we saw him in the 4x400 yesterday. Looking good here for 800 meters. 400-meter runner that can move up. And Scott City is back into second place. That is Wyatt Hayes for the Beavers.
Scott Community, Andale making themselves felt at the moment. Paola, you see Circle. But everybody chasing Maize South at the moment. As we head into the 6th lap here at the 4x800 meter, 6th of 8, and there's your leader, Maize South. Ethan Kossover, not quite the speed he had the first time through, kind of slowing up a little bit. That wind makes itself felt, especially the second time through.
Just really, I'd say this, and I've said this a couple of times, you just want to make yourself as skinny as possible. Just stay skinny. Try not to turn yourself into a human parachute, so to speak. You just want to try to be as efficient as you can.
And there's Maize South. Handoff's going to come here as we go from the 3rd to the 4th leg. As Ethan Kossover is about to hand off to Bryce Merriman. Andale still in the race, but there's Maize South. Kossover with Bryce Merriman waiting. And Bryce Merriman's got it. The junior's got it, and Maize South is out in front. Scott Community is in second. And the anchor leg will be run by Jess Droman. And there you see Circle, and Maize South really, Bryce Merriman has extended the lead even a little bit more. Looking good in that first run through that backstretch. Scott Community in second. And the lead has gone from 60 to 80 meters. You know, it wasn't that long ago. They were 1 through 5, but they were right behind you. There's a little parade going on. That is now a solo event.
Where Maize South has shown that, yeah, they've got what it takes to get out there and keep it out there as they are starting to pull away. 1 lap to go.
Listen for the bell. There you go. Bell lap happening. 4x800 meter relay in Class 4A. Bryce Merriman and the Maize South Mavericks are well in front. Here on the 8th lap here. At stake, 10 points for first place in Class 4A. As they'll score 10 through 1, 8 places will score. Look at Merriman. Merriman's about the strongest looking runner facing the wind that we've seen in that second lap through. Man, he's a strong kid.
He looks more like a quarter miler. You see the upper body, very strong. Good arm swing. Looking good.
Here's Merriman at 100 meters to go. Maize South and the Mavericks as the crowd cheers Merriman pushing toward home. The record is 7:58.93. Head by Mulvane. He's not going to get that, but close. Beat 8 minutes? Might have nipped 8 minutes. Maize South with the encouragement of the crowd here, and Bryce Merriman trying to beat 8 minutes, and they got very close to it. I think they might have nipped that 8-minute mark. The official score just coming up the time. 7:59.99. How about that? Maize South, outstanding. Breaks that 8-minute barrier. They were 8:11.2 for their seed time. Outstanding.